Welcome. My name is Jeremy Bearman. I am the executive chef at Rouge restaurant in New York City. And we are here today with Michelin to show you a recipe and also sort of how our two worlds collide with Michelin tires and also with what we're doing in terms of sustainability and local food at our restaurant with the sort of help of one key ingredient, which is our sunflower oil. So the recipe that we're going to do today is a local seafood ceviche. We have some fluke, some shrimp, and some calamari. Really what the restaurant that we run is about is very farm to table, using local ingredients, sustainable ingredients. I'm going to kind of show you how that all works together today with the setup we have. So let me introduce you to a couple of the ingredients that we're going to be using in this recipe. We have some limes, some avocado. We also have some tropical fruits, pineapple, kiwi, mango, and some papaya. We also have some wonderful sunflower seeds that have been toasted. Goes along with the sunflower oil that we're using. Some red onions, cilantro, mint, cucumber, and some jalapeno. So let's get started, and then we'll talk a little bit more about the sunflower oil and some of the properties and also what we're going to do with it today. So we are actually going to take a little bit of our fluke here, and remember, ceviche is a dish that is basically usually a raw fish dish, we're actually using a little bit of raw fish today, plus we're also using a little bit of cooked. We like to cook the shrimp and the calamari slightly, gives it a better texture inside of the dish at the end. So we have our fish in a bowl, and one of the things we're going to do with the ceviche, what we want to do is we want to kind of marinate it. We're going to marinate with a little bit of salt. Okay, so we are going to add a little bit of lime juice to this to get it started with the salt, and we're just going to squeeze those limes in there. And you want a decent amount of lime juice in there because that's really what's going to sort of so-called cook the fish. It doesn't actually cook it, basically just sort of denature some of the proteins so that it becomes more of that cooked texture, and it's great. So we got our lime juice in there. Now let me show you a little something interesting about the sunflower oil. Sunflower oil is naturally low in saturated fat, and it's high in vitamin E, high in oleic acid, so it's a great oil for us to use, especially at Rouge Tomate, where we're sort of based around healthier cooking, sustainable cooking. Sunflower oil actually doesn't have much flavor to it. It's almost flavorless. So it's a great oil sort of to use as a base for different things. What we like to do in a restaurant is to take sunflower oil and infuse it with different flavors. And today, we are going to infuse that sunflower oil with some kaffir limes. And these are actually just not the limes, these are the leaves of the lime. And the leaves of the lime have a really nice flavor. We have here a little bit of oil that's been heated in a pot. And you can do this with other things. You can do it with lemon zest, herbs, things like that. We're gonna actually add this kaffir lime oil in there, okay? And it's not really hot as in the point where it's going to bubble, it's just warm. And basically what we're going to do is we're going to allow this just to steep, which means just to let it sit for a little bit of time so that it infuses that flavor into it. So now we have a great oil that's high in all, that's really healthy for you, infused with a flavor that's wonderful. We do have a little bit here on the side that we're going to use that has been already made and cooled down. We're going to add some of that to it, and that gives it a really nice little flavor. And we're just going to mix up that seafood together. Now also into the bowl, we are going to add as well some jalapeno. Okay, more in there. We're going to add some cucumbers. Some red onion. These are sort of some of the traditional accompaniments that go into a ceviche. And we do different types of ceviche depending on what time of year it is and what's sort of local, seasonal that's around. And we can mix that up and let that all marinate together as well. All right. And while we're letting that marinate, we're going to take a little bit of mint and a little bit of cilantro. And we're actually just going to chop that cilantro up there. So now we got everything marinating there in the bowl. Okay. Always good to taste it just a little bit. See if you have a nice flavor to it. Okay, let's grab our plate here. and other key ingredients in there. And we're just gonna layer that into the bowl. Remember, you really don't need to marinate this very long. It can just go for that short amount of time that you saw here. Place all that seafood and all the garnish inside. And then we are going to garnish that. And we're going to garnish it with some of our tropical fruits, which we have here. And the nice thing about it is that your ceviche has a nice acidity to it. You want something to sort of balance that acidity. And usually when you have ceviche, you balance it with some sweetness and also some saltiness. So the sweetness we're going to use is the tropical fruit. The saltiness is going to come from the sunflower oil, from the sunflower seeds. So we got a little bit of kiwi in here, and you kind of just dot that around the plate. Some papaya in there as well. Okay. Some mango. Okay. And a little bit of pineapple. Okay, so a couple of our sunflower seeds just to garnish, just like that. And we also have some really nice, it's a little hard to find sometimes, but we get this actually from our garden, is a little bit of pineapple mint. It goes really well with this dish. And we're gonna add some small little leaves of pineapple mint. And there you have it, a local fish ceviche with tropical fruits, kaffir-fused sunflower oil, little sunflower seeds. And if you're interested in downloading this recipe, you can always join us at michelinman.com and download the recipe for yourself at home. Thank you.